Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Tami from Nutmeg Notebook. Today I'm going to share with you 5 freezer hacks. So I do a lot of batch cooking. I always buy a lot of groceries at the beginning of the week with really great intentions, and occasionally what I intended to get made doesn't happen because life happens. So here's how I prevent from having to waste that food. I'm going to share that with you today, and I hope you enjoy this. So first up, bell peppers. I love to buy the beautiful bell peppers, the sweet ones that they sell at Costco, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods. Occasionally, I don't get them into a recipe during the week. So if we're going on vacation or it's just been a busy week and at the end of the week, I still have these left, I will just pop them in a gallon freezer bag and I will freeze them. They freeze beautifully. Of course, you're not going to be able to use them as a raw veggie, but they're perfect for cooking with. I can take 1 or 2 out at a time. I can let them naturally thaw on the countertop, or I can just pop it in the microwave and I can thaw it out, and then I can cut it up to use it in a soup or a casserole or whatever I might be making. But no, you will not be able to use them raw. You're going to need to cook them. But that works really, really well, and it prevents all that hard-earned money from going to waste. Next up, jalapeno peppers. I love to have these on hand fresh and put them in different things that I'm making, my salsa, maybe a hummus, sometimes a soup, Indian recipes, but I don't always get to them before they go bad. So what I do now at the end of the week, if I have some left over, then I pop them in a freezer bag. Now, if you want, you can go ahead, cut the ends off and scoop the seeds out if you're not going to use them, and you could go ahead and chop them up and freeze them that way. But if you don't even have time to do that, guess what? They freeze beautifully just like this. Again, you can take 1 or 2 out at a time, thaw it out on the counter, or pop it in the microwave and thaw it out in the microwave, cut it up, and it's great for any kind of recipe that you're going to be cooking. Now, these things get softer after they've been frozen. So again, you won't use this in a raw recipe or a salad. You'll need to do something with it where you're going to cook it. Great to put in some refried beans as well. Next up is roasted garlic. I love to buy that big bag of garlic that they have at Costco, but we cannot use it all up before it goes bad. So I oven roast it. I'll link to the recipe without any oil, so it doesn't add any calories to it, and it tastes delicious. Now, this is one of my SOUPERCUBE trays. I have a video dedicated to the SOUPERCUBE trays. I'll link to it below. It's a silicone freezer little tray. It's great for batch cooking. It's wonderful to use when you're trying to save food from expiring. And so your freezer is your friend. So I will go ahead and I will roast at least 3/4 of the package of garlic from Costco. And then when it has cooled, I divide it up into my SOUPERCUBES. And then once it's frozen, then you can just pop it out. And then I like to put it in my stasher bags. So there we go. I don't even have to label this because I can see right through it what I have in here. Then anytime a recipe calls for roasted garlic, or even if it calls for regular garlic, I love the flavor of roasted, and I can just open up my freezer. I keep it right here in the kitchen, and I can pull out however many cloves that I need. So it saves me time, and it also saves money. Now, this is another SOUPERCUBES tray. This one happens to be meant for cookie dough, and it works great for that. I want to show you, I've used it for 2 different things today, and so I have 2 different labels on it. Really important to label something like juice. So this is some fresh limes that I had that I knew I wasn't going to get them used, so I went ahead and juiced them, and I just put them in this cookie tray. Also, I had a can of tomato paste open, and the recipe only called for a couple tablespoons. So I had 6 tablespoons left. Well, I wasn't going to just keep it in the refrigerator because I didn't have any recipe coming up that was going to call for that in the next few days. So I went ahead and measured out a tablespoon into each one of these little molds, and you can freeze it. Now, once this is frozen hard, then I'll pop it out and I'll put it in a stasher bag, both the lime juice and the tomato paste. And then when a recipe just calls for a couple tablespoons, I can just pull it out of the freezer. So I do apple juice and pineapple juice and orange juice, whatever kind of liquid you have. If you just have some veggie broth left over, you can freeze it in cubes too. And then when a recipe calls for just a small amount, then you've got it, it's ready to go. So the stasher bags come in a variety of colors and sizes, and I will link to these for you below. They're freezer safe, dishwasher safe. They can even go in the microwave. And so they're really handy to use, great for travel as well. Now, in order to label these, I have a couple of solutions for you. These are great little dissolvable labels, and they will dissolve in your dishwater in the sink or in your dishwasher. And you can use these on glass, plastic, and they'll even stick to the plastic or the silicone containers. Then this kitchen tape, which is made by our friends at SOUPERCUBES, is fabulous. So when you order this roll of it, you actually get 2 sizes. So you get this larger size here, and you also get this skinnier one. And the reason they have done that is the skinny one fits along the edge of the lid to the SOUPERCUBES. So you have the option of just putting your label there, or you can put it on top, or maybe both if you're going to be stacking things. So I'll give you a link to that as well. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and think about subscribing to my channel. Click that bell and you'll get notifications whenever I put up a new video or when I go live. Go over to nutmegnotebook.com and subscribe there as well. I have a lot of recipes there, as well as hints and tips on how to be more efficient in the kitchen. I believe in working smarter, not harder in the kitchen. I'm Tami, and I help you get healthy and stay healthy, one kitchen tip at a time. Thanks for watching.